and to making sure we have safe streets, putting criminals where they need to be. Don't let the rhetoric fool you. It is my honor, my privilege to introduce to you our next congressman in the 18th.
Thank you so much, Pam, for that, and I also want to say thank you to a few other from many of our local elected officials here in Washington County and all throughout the district. It's an important point. Many of you know this, but we meet a lot of people from the national media and outside of this area who ask me, you know, what makes you think as a Democrat you can get elected in a district like this? And I say, hey, what if you looked at the county courthouses in Washington and Westmoreland and Greene? You know what you'd find? You'd find 2 county commissioners in each of those counties who are Democrats. You'd find plenty of judges who are Democrats. You'd find people like Harlan Schober, commissioner here in Washington County, who has been so good to me. The controller, Mike Namey, the treasurer, Francis King, the mayor here of Washington, Scott Putnam, who I can see in the back. And if I'm missing anybody else, I apologize, but there are Democrats all over this district. But they got elected the old-fashioned way. They went out door to door, they walked the streets, they went to the churches and the gun clubs, and they got to know people. And when you do that, you can win. Because when you meet people in person, you're not relying on these ridiculous attack ads and outside spending, things that tell people things that aren't true, but they think that if they repeat it over and over enough, people will believe it. But you're smarter than that, and I think all the voters in our district are smarter than that, and I'm going to show them more respect than that by going out and telling people what's really true. I can only do that with your help, because I'm knocking doors every day, I'm going all around the district, but I can't make everyone myself before March 13th. And so what we're seeing is hundreds of volunteers come out every single weekend and go out in the cold and knock on doors and make phone calls. That's what's going to allow us to be successful on March 13th. I know it is, because it keeps happening. What it reminds me of, as someone that served in the military, is one of my favorite stories, which is that when they built the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C., the guy who was the construction site manager there would be in his office at night, and someone would come knock on the door. And the first time it happened, it was an older guy who had served in World War II, and he drove all the way across the country for 2 days by himself. And when they opened the door, all he did was he handed over his dog tags, and he said, I really want you to please bury these dog tags underneath one of the big pillars in the memorial down there in Washington, D.C. The guy didn't want any special recognition. He didn't want a plaque, nothing special at all. He just wanted to know that that little piece of his service was going to be down there forever. And I can tell you, folks, not a single person who is volunteering for this campaign so far has ever asked me for anything. They've never asked for any kind of favor in Washington, D.C. We don't have special interests behind us. We have people. We have the people of the 18th District. And it is for them that I am running for Congress. That's a difference between these 2 campaigns. We have someone on the other side who said that he's running to be somebody's wingman, or he's running for somebody else. He really liked Paul Ryan's book, I guess, because he's pushing a lot of those ideas everywhere he goes. I'm running because the people here, they work in our labor unions. They work in our schools and in our hospitals, and they rely on Social Security and Medicare. Not because those are some kind of welfare program, because you've been paying into it your whole working lives. It's your money. So that's what I'm doing. If you come out with me every single day between now and March 13th, I'll say thank you to you plenty of times, but I know that's not what you really want. You want someone to go down and